My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. We are going to be naming the characters as we take them into battle, and there's really nothing else to do right now except for going to battle. I don't think so, right? Ooh, actually, no, we have the ability to craft a new building out here. Only a new building, because an upgrade to a building would cost 40 instead. So the new building could be Dead Lake, a 10% chance to discover a random item in the Lake of Dead for each person stocked in there. Abode of Wrath, start battle with 12 Wrath at the beginning for each minion stacked in there. That could actually be pretty important for us. The Iratus statue, heal 10 mana each combat. That's not important. Arena, gain 2 experience. So this is effectively like the daycare that you put your units in that you intend to continue using. Obelisk, I can't really do anything with that right now. Library, each minion studying gives Iratus plus 40 experience. Okay, yeah, that's definitely what we should go with. So I am going to, yep, get 1 Dark Knight. Do I want another Dark Knight right now? Yeah, that's fine. So I'll get a second Dark Knight, and then the first one makes the library, and then the second one stays in it.
To rely on mortal knowledge to recover my power. It's akin to trying to quell hunger with breadcrumbs.
So as we're about to go into battle, each of these characters is going to get a name. Those names, as I mentioned before, are pulled from the 4th wall tier in my patron. The patron's linked in the description down below, just in case you're interested. But as the time goes, let's roll for the first character. This is going to be the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's name is Serpent Frog. Lovely. Next up, the Skeleton. Skeleton's name is... just one A there. Harkonian. Beautiful. Lost Soul. The Lost Soul is Dysnomia. There we go. That's actually not dissimilar, like, especially with the porcelain mask to the character that Dysnomia had for the entirety of the DD series, which was a jester. Funny that. And then Banshee is 9. Patricia. Excellent. Let's go out with the party. Nothing else I need to do, right? Cool. So it's kind of like you have a management layer in between each of the rooms rather than only at rest sites and stuff like that. So that's a significant difference it has from Darkest Dungeon. I remember I said I was going to stop saying Darkest Dungeon, but now I'm just constantly saying Darkest Dungeon, apparently. Please stop hitting the... Please stop hitting that character constantly. It's really mean. There we go. Got that hit back. Okay. Hit him with a no. And then I'll pull 2 people out of position so that no hits him. Ooh. Got insanity on one of them already. Let's go for some dashed hopes, especially because there is an elite taskmaster in the back there. Yeah, who's very likely to buff allies, which just gives me another turn. Neat. So I'm probably only going to stop using dashed hopes once... Ooh, I should definitely move you out of position. So buffs both of them, and then both of them also get affected by no. Oh, it's so good. I can't believe that none of the enemies are dead yet. Like, oh. That's just mean. Kill him? No. Yeah. Just keep setting up. No. I'm gonna go for the AoE here, hoping that I get one of the frontliners dead. Oh, got one of them. Oh, and that one killed the other one as well. The stress of the death of the first one stressed out the second so much that they died. Okay, lighten up is a bad thing. Skips a turn, then explodes at the beginning of his nearest turn, killing himself and the nearest 2 characters to the left. Okay, it's really important that the Demolition Expert dies here. I can't break their stance right now, unfortunately, so I think I actually just have to focus you. Every time I get a stress attack, needs to go out. Just need to make sure that the Demolition Expert does not get a turn off. Actually, see, pulling the Elite Taskmaster does not stop the Demolitions Expert from getting a move, unfortunately. Ah! That's really annoying. I have to make sure it doesn't... I have to make sure. Yeah. Killed it. But I've also moved myself out of position. That's fine. I no longer need the previous stuff. So this enemy, unfortunately, instead of becoming mad, or insane, rather, has become brave. Increases the maximum sanity by 100 and decreases all stress damage to self and allies by 25%. So I may want to pivot and actually start aggressing against this enemy, which is indeed what I'm going to be doing. So, Unassuming Strike ignores armor. Actually, I haven't gone through the skeleton's abilities. Unassuming Strike ignores armor and just deals damage from the front two to the next two. Show Them Their Place is from the back two, moves forward, so it gets you at the front of the party, and interrupts stances, and also pushes the target. Unnerving Fortitude is exactly what we've been using this entire time. Gain +6 armor and 6 resistance, as well as strike the enemies back and they attack you more often. Embrace Mediocrity links the skeleton to the target. The skeleton loses 30% vigor. The target loses 30% of their sanity, 15% for bosses. Smite, it attacks twice, dealing 55 each attack. And then Shield Banger is the AoE stress hit, just a giant AoE stress hit that we've been using. Zophius, Prano, Whale. I guess I'll stream. It's fine. Just means that I get to use the shield thing later. I'm gonna heal here as well. I think I probably should have healed Serpent Frog, actually. Okay, show them their place. Ooh, rush forward. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to put a... do I want to put you in the back line? I think that's actually probably fine. Doing very little stress damage. Alright. Sudden Reality, how many buffs do you have on you? You just have +10 accuracy. Buffs and debuffs from all enemies. Does the Insanity count as a buff or a debuff here? I don't know. Let's try. No. No, it doesn't. Oh, Abyssal Hunger can only be used from the front too? That's really annoying. I wouldn't have moved back if I thought it could only be used from the front too. At least we didn't use HP on much more valuable targets there. Benevolent Spirit for a giant amount of HP there. I kind of want to debuff the enemy's attack if at all possible. Should I even taunt? No, because this enemy can actually deal damage. You kind of need the damage dealers to deal the damage. Use Abyssal Hunger here for a little bit more HP. Oh, that whip. Actually kind of doing significant work right now. So if I give a ward to a target, then I save them from the magical damage that I would deal from Benevolent Spirit, but that takes so long. Still probably the most efficient thing that I can do with these two characters, though. And it's really important I get to take that Banshee out in the next fight as well. Enemy has no armor, yeah, so Smite is better.
Carve open their husks.
Good crit. So, unlike with stress damage, enemies just die as soon as they get to 0 HP. Ugh. Damn. Not a kill. So this is where a Bride of Iratus is particularly good, right? We just turn around and then kill the enemy really easily. Damn. Alright, so we didn't get another heal out there at the end. That's fine.
I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Decent loot there, and a little bit of decent loot outside of the combat as well. Great. So I should now have, yep, another point to throw into alchemy somewhere. Restore 5 mana after each fight. Oh, I'm not super into that. At the start of its turn, a minion gains +2 initiative for 1 turn if Iratus has at least 25 Wrath. That's almost always true. I kind of do want to go down this Wrath line as well at some point. Every time a minion misses with an attack, Iratus gains 3 Wrath. I'm not super into that. All right. I think I do just go back to Alchemy and then throw this either into Transplantation or Relic Seeker. So Transplantation allows you to replace parts in a minion with higher quality parts of the same type. So it's effectively you can now give your minions armor. Rather than having to create them with higher quality materials, you can instead just equip them with higher quality materials. It's worth noting, those materials just cover the materials they already have, so you just lose those. Okay, Patricia, let's see what you would do with no. Ignore ward? Yeah. Gain +1 block and +1 ward in the stars? I'm not super into that. This one, at the very least, also gives a buff to Dread, so probably want to go with no.
I expect results.
That said, Patricia probably needs to take a rest here. So does Harkonian, actually? I don't have the ability to expand that. That's really unfortunate. Ooh, a lot of characters that need HP. I think we can get away with taking Patricia out again. I don't know if we can take Harkonian out again at the moment. So, who was my second in line? I guess I can just replace you with another skeleton immediately. Then that skeleton goes over here. Library Obelisk. Okay, so I need to craft at least one more minion as well. Let's turn on common and then just make a basic skeleton. Do I want to make a basic skeleton or make another Banshee? Because at the very least, I know that the Banshee will always be useful for me later.
Come, dear. It's time for your performance.
Great. Okay, and unfortunately, I know that I do have the ability to unlock one more thing, so I should do so. And it'll take another Banshee in order to unlock that. Hopefully, I have the materials for it. I do not have the materials for another Banshee. That's fine. As long as I have the materials to make 2 of something else. And I do. I can make 2 skeletons, I believe. Yeah. Let's turn that down to common, though, before we craft. There we go.
Bones.
1, 2.
Just so uninspired, you know.
So the reason I've gone for that is because now I can go to Dead Lake, actually pay the building, and then get another skeleton in. It's really important to me that I increase the amount of passive benefits that we can achieve as much as I possibly can, as quickly as I possibly can. I know I was talking over the enemy the entire time, but that's, you know, it'll happen. All right. Is there anything else that I need to equip to anyone right now? We do have the Soul Dread. But that's only on debuffing targets, and we no longer do that with Patricia. The ideal is that Patricia stays in the backline and continues using no. So I'm not really debuffing enemies at the moment, so I don't necessarily think I want to add Soul Gem to anyone. Not until I know that I can start triggering it on someone here. Yeah. That definitely feels like that to me. Artifacts. Liquid Desolation. Iratus gains 10% chance to stun enemies he damages with the destruction skills. We don't have any destruction skills, so that's not going to happen for us, but it's fine. It's whatever. Maybe I want to throw away Serpent Frog at the moment and get another Dark Knight, because I think I have the actual... No, I don't have the ability to do that. Never mind, it's fine. Now, at Alchemy, it should also be noted, you have the ability to upgrade materials by using 2 of one type, but you can also transmute, turn 2 materials into a different material, so 2 chunks of steak there become a heart, 2 rags become dust, etc. You can also extract. The extraction is for converting 2 types, 2 items of one type and rarity into new items. Those items are equipable, right? So Witchskin Sash would be +2 initiative and a random perk, but I have to use 2 rags in order to make it. The higher quality the rags I use to make it, the far better its stats are. Okay, I think we are now past literally all tutorialization in this game. I think it's just like a full-on dead long run to the end now. So yeah, you can see a large amount of the map has been grayed out because it's just not the path I took, and all paths lead directly to the end, so you never, like, roam the entire dungeon. So I can see that this path kind of just leads directly to the boss encounter. I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to get more built before I do that. So I'm going to go up in this direction. Quest. Okay. You come upon a cave and instantly note strange runes carved in the walls that are a pathetic imitation of actual mystical practices. Ahead, you hear hushed voices, and the instant your undead emerge into a wider cavern, you can see a congregation of humans worshipping what appears to be a giant rock sphere. Upon closer examination, it looks like 1,000 worms had woven themselves together and then were turned into stone.
I will ascend to the world above. It's only a matter of time.
Even as your undead advance towards it, the humans remain kneeling and praying to their god. I can slay the mortals to gather the bodies. I can let a minion to touch a orb, or I can study the sphere with magic. Risk a minion for a reward. I think this is probably going to be more important, like experience. Study the sphere. Cool. You reach out towards the grotesque orb with a spell. For a moment, you see the stone become flesh and 1,000 worms slither around in a ball. Just as quickly as the vision came, it vanished in your mind, along with the sphere and all humans in the chamber. Strangely, it feels like you've gained a dark sort of insight from the image. So I lost 25 mana there, but got 200 experience for Iratus, so I now know Iratus is ready to level up again. I could just go Calcination, allows the conversion of parts and items into mana. I don't intend to use that, but it does get me closer to Surgical Practice and then Scalpel Artist.
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
Okay. So here's more experience for Iratus if I want it. So I can go on the outline and I can get 2 experience. I can also get a fountain. Fountains are super neat. But I can get an early fountain over on this side. This one requires 2 battles before the first fountain. This one has an elite squad as well, an elite enemy force. I kind of want to fight elite enemies. Oh. I don't have to make the decision yet, so let's just go into the next combat. Standard skeletons and service ready to fight. Oh, damn it! I haven't named you yet as well. My apologies. I'll name the extra skeleton as we move on. For the moment, standing fortitude. Definitely no! I'm not going to call it that for that much longer. Okay, you've got a defensive stance, and you moved as a result of it. Get stressed. Now I have to pull the backliner out of position here. Just so that it loses its defensive stance. Haha! Skeleton is immune to buffs and debuffs alike. That is a feature of the skeleton right now. Okay. Let's get that. Ooh, Psychotic Scream on. Maybe I should have gone for the pull instead. Maybe. That target moved, they even get more stressed. Oh, this is so good. Getting the solid stress going out here. Alright, that's fine. The skeleton can take it. Should I pivot to using Abyssal Hunger right now? No, I can take more damage. It's fine. Plus, like, my next 2 attacks are stances. Could be a problem. Alright, let's give them all a lot less sanity here. You got buffed, but then you also get hit. Not killed, sadly. At the very least, Serpent Frog is taking the damage like an absolute champ right now. Next time Serpent Frog has the ability to act, we should definitely use Abyssal Hunger at that point. Yeah, we're not going to have many more units left on the field by that point, apparently.
I didn't think it would be this easy.
Okay. Oh, both of them moved, and then both of them also got buffed. Oh, it's so good. I'm triple dipping on every attack here. Again. So End is coming as a problem. It's 100% magical damage to all other characters. Can be really, really annoying. Neat. Yell at them all. Just try and make sure that the enemy doesn't have many minions on board at the time that I need it. Definitely give him a... Oh, no. Yeah, this skeleton may actually end up dying before the battle is over, which is going to be... I mean, at the very least, it's good because it means it's fine that I didn't name the character. Oh, we've got insanity on you. Unfortunately, you still managed to get that hit through. Damn. You didn't betray to kill one of your allies, though.
Will be worth something in death.
Okay. Thankfully, I've got to heal up really soon. We'll stress out there, and I think, in fact, again, they moved. Plus, they got buffed. Oh, it's so good.
Life vanishes from this world.
All right. That is that battle resolved. A lot of healing going on out there. All right, Skeleton, you get a name. Let's have a look at what name you are going to get. Where did I put the D10? There it is. That's a reroll. That's a person who's already got a name in this series. Skeleton. You are christened Ballad. Excellent. Nothing in there that I want to use. In the talents, not got an extra, not got alchemy. Cool. So I have the ability to like mega upgrade one of these characters just by getting the transmutation soon. This one. Transplantation, rather. And then just using alchemy to upgrade a rare version, like a legendary version rather, of each different body part and then slotting them into a target. That target would have great stats. But those parts are also really important for all of the other things that I want to do. All right, let's go back to the chamber and then it's walk upwards that I wanted, right? Yeah, it's walk upwards. Get the full vigor heal here. I will swap Serpent Frog. Oh, hang on. Swap Serpent Frog back in. And also Harkonian back in, rather. So the next is just a normal battle and then a mythical chest containing artifacts. Okay. So I can unlock another building at this point in time. We have enough souls to do so. I think the Abode of Wrath is actually probably like a good pull here. So that means I need an extra Dark Knight. I think I just have an extra Dark Knight kicking around. So as long as I have the ability to stock the building, we should be fine.
For the dogs of war.
Okay. Yeah. So where is the extra Dark Knight? You're in the library, so we'll throw you in instead, and then go to the Abode of Wrath.
Most warriors pay homage to the bloodthirsty gods of old, whether
Great.
they know it or not. I might be the only one left who has the insight to petition them directly.
All right, maybe I should turn up the volume on the announcer a little bit. That'll probably happen in between episodes then. Not a huge fan of giving everyone the extra initiative at the very start of combat, but there are two enemies with 2 wards on them, so it's really important that I start removing those wards. Also, without hitting those enemies, they don't get the buff. Love isn't always on time, is what I've heard. Harkonian drops the defensive stance, gets hit, and throws immediately back. Throwing hands, all hands, throwing hands. It is no. Great. As soon as we get to this Lost Souls turn, we're going to have a good time, as long as no one gets moved here. Ooh, woohoo! Yes! I need to try and move this minion is the thing. Yeah, just to remove their stance. I could go for the shield banger right now, but I think I'll let my Wrath build up a little more and have Harkonian taunt again. Think I can take you? Bring it. Ooh. Brutal. So you just marked my target. Now, this is a problem, that mark, because the mark is Headsman's mark. Take 25% more damage. Headsman kills a target if it doesn't miss. So the Headsman just straight up murders Serpent Frog right now, which is not good. I think I can remove that, but I'm also not certain if it counts as a debuff here. It did! Woo! Good. Very glad that I removed that. Right, let's hit a no! Yikes.
My kingdom comes.
I will be done. Can I stress one of these targets out to death, please? Would love to. That's not as important as moving the enemies right now. You have Repent or Die. When this character dies, the Doomsayer and all of his allies will restore 50 Vigor and Sanity. That's really annoying. So ideally, I should kill the rest of the minions first. Unfortunately, it's not always that simple. In fact, it's never that simple. Okay, there's our stance up. Oh, you marked me again? You marked me again and you moved me to the front line, so I guess I'm just going to Dark Tide again. I'm not just going to straight up lose Serpent Frog. You kidding me? Serpent Frog's level 2. That's so far.
So that you can live.
At least at this point, even if the enemies all get healed by the Repent or Die, although I think that only lasts for one more turn, but even if they all get healed by that, then at the very least 2 of them are still insane. That's useful. Oh, that's so bad. No effect that turn. Ugh. Okay. At least both of them died at the same time. Yeah. This has to be Dash Hooks. Just set up for an actually good turn. You've marked me with every attack against the target as a critical hit. That's not fine. That's not okay. I don't like that. And here I'll express it to you with a ridiculous amount of damage. Whoa. Finally got insanity on that target as well. Maybe I want to move forward. No, it's fine. Because you'll want to move forward, right? Yeah. You measured the strength, move forward, and you got hit for it. Oh, and you buffed yourself, so you get hit for that as well. Neat. I'm going to dash some more hopes. Just so that the Lost Souls turn has 2 triggers of, like, possible lethal damage on them. Yep. So that straight up didn't do lethal, but then the Scream didn't do lethal, and then the buffs, no lethal. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's so frustrating. Hey, at least we got one of them down. Does that kill the other? And it does. Beautiful.
A predictable outcome.
Whew. Got an Amulet of Perfection. We'll be definitely having a look at that. All right, Amulet of Perfection. Where are you? Minions made up of 4 uncommon parts or more gain an additional plus 20 vigor during battle. Well, we don't have any of them made of any uncommon parts at the moment, so no. I want my minions to be level 3 or better just so that I have the Nobleman's Garb active. Unfortunately, only the ones that have been here the entire time, Dysnomia and Serpent Frog, fulfill those. Okay, Serpent Frog. Your next upgrade could be on Face the Faceless. Just get extra A little bit extra in terms of dread. And in fact, I think you will. Dysnomia, yours. Okay, so I can give a target +1 block and +1 ward, but their attacks deal 25% less damage for the next 2 actions, or +2 wards and -15%. So that's just, yeah. The buff is that they can still deal more damage. Yeah, I don't think that's what we're going to want to necessarily upgrade here. I think it's probably going to be Doom to Heroism. So they actually changed their name as well. Inspire Heroics, Doom to Heroism, and Heromania. I like that. Peace Eternal. I don't know about any of those upgrades. Yeah, I think I just want the straight up damage.
Get back to battle.
Now the unfortunate thing that we're going to run into is that all of these characters are just a little bit low on HP, and that's a bad position to be in, especially since the elite squad is coming up soon. So I think I may actually want to replace Arconian here. Maybe. Well, we have the chest. We'll go to that first. Open it up, and I get to choose one of these. Symbol of Fortune. Minions gain +25 luck and -25 accuracy until battle ends. No. That's the whole crit, but high accuracy to offset kind of build. Hatchet. Enemies are 10% more likely to escape. Neat. Grappling Hook. Minions gain +4 luck, +4 accuracy, and +4 evasion. That just seems far more effective for us overall. And also goes in a slot that we do not yet have filled.
Mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
All right. I think I will actually go with swapping those and getting Ballard out here. Other than that, yeah, I think I just dive back into another fight. Let's go for the elite squad. Okay. Just trying to make sure I haven't made some giant mistake before this point. Okay. So this minion here, the Biggin. One sec. Okay, they deal a lot of damage. That's a problem. That is a big problem. This elite stone golem has no sanity, so they are immune to stress attacks and ignition. They don't escape, and they have a 50% chance to redirect any attack or debuff to the golem from an enemy that's located behind it. I hate that there's no choice that I can make except for that. Oh, it still buffs you even though it does nothing. Ugh. Unfortunately, I know that it's 60 for the steal HP from enemies, so even attacking this turn, I don't think I'm going to have enough Wrath for the right attack here, I guess. I'm hoping to try and make these enemies insane as quickly as possible. Just yikes. It's entirely possible we lose Serpent Frog before anything happens here. You went for a buff. What is that buff? Was plus accuracy. Okay. I'm gonna know, but I'm worried. I'm really worried about this. Yep, they get another attack, and yeah, I lose my Dark Knight. Yeah. So if you retreat from a battle, by the way, abandoning a battle, you just lose all of your current squad. And it looks like I'm probably going to do that. So there's no reason not to fight just straight to the death, because you're losing your entire squad.
Your cries are music to me.
All right. This is requiring intense focus, but I think I might be able to pull it out. Like, I lost my Dread Knight. That's really unfortunate. Serpent Frog, rest in peace. But we still might be able to get this. a large amount of that is because all of these members moved one forward in the party order, still have the ability to do some cool stuff. One down. Sadly, that one didn't immediately kill everyone else. Sadly, that also didn't kill. Ooh, Ballard lives based on a dodge. Thank you. Damn it. You stressed out your target trying to buff them and killed them. Lovely. Yeah. I'm gonna scream at you. That moves Dysnomia back. Dysnomia now has access to your stress abilities as well. Unfortunately, I am going to actually have to use, like, pivot to attack in order to take down the Stone Golem. That's going to be the hardest part of this fight. Yeah, it's now actually an impossible part of this fight. Yeah, because my magic damage is 2 to 3, and it's only on that attack. Oh, that's really bad. Well, I got both of them to skip a turn at the very least. Oh, it redirected my ability. Yeah, we're going to lose all of our minions here. That's okay. That happened. So that's something that you have to get used to in this game is that you will lose parties. It will definitely happen. But you're a necromancer. Make more, nerd. What are you doing? Just make better minions. Jeez. So one thing that we currently have going for us is we've made a lot of minions that are just stocking this stuff at the moment. Unfortunately, like, they're very homogenous. That's one thing I should have been thinking about more. Like, I've just made, like, a bunch of skeletons. I don't know if I need all of these skeletons. Okay, so how do I make a party with all of the skeletons that I already have? So I need some more frontliners. Dark Knight, what am I missing for you? I'm missing a weapon. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to just break down armor and make another weapon right now because I would have to break down one of the pieces of armor that I intend to use for the Dark Knight. Let's have a quick look at the Alchemy of Transmutation. So in order to make a weapon, I use 2 armor. In order to make armor, you use 2 weapon. Okay, so they just swap back and forth between one another. So bones make skulls, skulls make bones, rags make dust, dust make rag. Yeah, that makes sense. And blood and ichor. Okay, so not ichor, but ectoplasm. Right. Well, I think I'm going to try and do my restocking of the party between episodes, especially because that was the episode, that was the fight that was supposed to round out the episode. So for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. We're going to be releasing a ridiculous amount of episodes of this every single day from now until I win. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.